Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Heaven on Earth Astrology. This is the astrological forecast for the 26th of September until the 2nd of October. What? So obviously observing the rhythm of the heavens to speak the language of the soul. That's what we do here. And Libra season just started, and with every season start, we open up the Heaven on Earth community. It's a community of awesome people that learn to live according to the rhythm of the heavens, the earth, Mother Earth, and sync it with our own inner rhythm. And when we do, we bring a certain alignment between us and our external environment, and we flow. We get messages, we are more healthy, we have insights, we make choices from within that are centered and aligned. That's what centeredness means, really, in alignment, to be in sync with your environment. So that's what we learn with all meditations, dark moon guidance, new moon guidance, full moon guidance. We got Christine, we got that is doing our creative storytellings. We've got Doreen, who is sharing a Power to the Soul mini course. We got a guest speaker, Elfie. I do have to say, we've decided to make the community Dutch. All right, so it's only Dutch there, and we're gonna bring that focus there. I know a lot of you who are listening to the forecast actually want me to speak more Dutch. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you right now. I know some English people are listening here, but let me know in the comments if I have to continue doing this forecast in English or Dutch, and let's see. The most comments win. Ooh, okay, let's have a look. So anyway, just check out the Heaven on Earth community. There's so much good. I mean, the website is here. You can read all about it, and then you have different options. You can choose monthly, 3 months, 6 months, a whole year. Anyway, check it out and let me know, well, what you find. All right, so we start off the week, you know, pretty much like 5 minutes before the week starts, right, is the new moon in Libra. So it's on Sunday, 11:55 p.m. So I do want to talk about that because it sets the tone for this, you know, whole month, first and foremost, and at the same time also for this week. You know, new moon in Libra is always about relationships, right? It's always about finding a balance between you and the other, you and the environment, and seeing how the other is projecting you, how the other is mirroring you, so that we learn something about ourselves. So that way we become objective. That way we can, you know, by adapting ourselves and by making changes in our environment, we can synchronize. You know, we can find harmony and balance. So that's what that new moon is about. And, you know, we got Venus in Virgo. So Venus is the ruler of Libra, right? And she's going to come into Libra on Thursday. So until then, really, we kind of had that dark moon on Venus in Virgo. And that's like imperfections that we find everywhere within relationships, with money, you know, and dark stuff. And it's just like a hold. And we have to, you know, invest what needs to be worked on, which is a Virgo word, and how is the health of my money and of my physical body. And so where are there issues with my health, with my money, with my relationships? And really that new moon in Libra here is giving you the opportunity a whole month, and really for about 6 months, we're going to be working hard on relationships. We're going to find the imperfection. We're going to find the impurities. And this is also, you know, I would say learning to judge. Libra is the judge in a way. Well, it's Capricorn is the judge, but Libra is like the lawyer. So it kind of has to do with justice, but bringing in that Virgo energy, we are, you know, discriminating. We're judging our environment. So we're going to be working hard on making that environment beautiful and on improving our relationships and finding those impurities And it's never really going to be satisfied, because, you know, Virgo and Libra energy is always about finding balance, and it's never really there. So, you know, that's the interesting part, but it's conjunct Mercury retrograde. So here too, I think we're going to be for 6 months really working hard on improving that communication, on you know, just making sure that everything is clean, and it's a necessary purification process that is very practical, you know. And it might be that friends, we're going to find new friends, that we're going to improve our friendships and our relationships. And it's also really learning what true service means, what true humbleness means, and constantly being humbled down. And I think it's really going to be for the better to just, you know, in the end of it all, be in kind of a neutral space with friends. But, you know, it's going to bring, I'm just going to have to say it how it is, because Venus in Virgo is in its worst position, and it's not heard, and it is difficult to access. And so, you know, I would say this is like a quest for inner peace between us all. And with the Mercury retrograde there in Virgo, you know, these are miscommunications, and it's just like discovering old hurts, discovering miscommunications, rediscovering people too. You know, it's not only tense energy, and rediscovering what is beautiful, rediscovering what is pure. So just segmenting it down, really, you know, and that's what we can expect. Now, what's interesting is that this new moon in Libra is joined by Mercury and Venus, which are all the personal planets except for Mars. That is in Gemini in shadow period, right? So it's like, maybe that's a good thing. It's not involved too much, even though it is involved. But it is opposing Jupiter, squaring Saturn, squaring Uranus. It's gonna be that process of purification, of, you know, finding balance between the other and you, and what you learn to, in order for you to judge, is tense between the past and the future. So this is where we establish the new normal, you know. And, you know, that's all I'm going to say about this right now. If you want to learn more about that new moon in Libra, in the community, really, we double it down. We have a 30-minute video on how to, you know, what to take with into your ritual, and what this is going to mean for you. I mean, we even have Charlotte's, you know, what we do in the community is we talk about it together. You know, I have my astrology, and part of it I've shared with you here right now. But I go so much more in detail there as to how to proceed and what that means. And Charlotte is giving her guidance too, with her, you know, intuition and her cards. So, you know, go check that out. It is in Dutch. But I think the most important thing for you right now here is, what is your new normal in relationships, and with, you know, also in your day-to-day work, day-to-day routine. And that's going to be the question you're going to have to ask yourself. You know, then we continue that journey. The moon is going to continue its journey, trining Mars, trining Saturn. And I think here, this is already like it's a positive aspect in a way. I mean, the moon in Libra is kind of overpowered by Mars here in Gemini. And so it is hard. It is very rapid communication. We do things a little bit too fast. There is still miscommunication going on. We still got Mercury retrograde in Virgo. There is judgment involved in everything you do with other people. People have that judgment right now within themselves towards you, you towards them. And again, you know, it's about neutralizing that. But that Moon, Mars, Saturn conjunction kind of makes it real, kind of makes it practical. We can, you know, in a way, what I'm seeing right now is just like a scribe, and or these tablets, and where we just like hammer the words in, you know, of the 10, what's that, 10 commandments of even forgot his name. Yeah, I'm that much into Catholicism and Christianity, but you know, the 10 commandments of like, this is what you should not do, and it's like, you know, hammered in stone, and that's what we're doing right now, really. So I think the importance of communication, and what we communicate, what the ideas can be hammered into stone. The communication will be hammered into stone, and what you know, communicate there, what you think, what you put on in stone, written in stone, man, is there, you know. And for you to erase that, you're gonna have to like work really hard again, you know. So be very careful there. It is very positive, it's very grounded, we're, you know, structured in our communication, it kind of hits home, but it is there. So that's something to take into account. Moon is going to go into Scorpio on Wednesday, Thursday, and that's quite intense, man. Like, Moon in Scorpio there, that is on the... And here we go again, man. Cell phone just broke down, and fucking Mercury retrograde. So it's talking about Moon in Scorpio, which is quite intense, and really likes, you know, just like secrets, and it's on the South Node. So we're like, you know, just like that judgment and that talking, and it is hard words, like talking behind the back, and you know, moving through life kind of with hidden motives. Now, it's opposing Uranus, and that takes shit to the light. And it is shocking, and we do shocking discoveries, and it is shocking for our nervous system, and it is quite rebellious. It's quite, you know, emotionally shocking. We make shocking discoveries. I mean, all of that, you know, but also financial, like, you know, both ways, you know, whether it is, you know, a bill that pops up, like, what the fuck, I have to pay this, or, oh my God, I forgot about that they were going to pay me this and that. Blah, blah, blah. So, you know, all of that, Moon in Scorpio, pretty motherfucking intense. And then the Moon goes into Sag, you know, just like, you know, it's nice. Except for, you know, squaring Venus there in Virgo and Mercury in Virgo. But okay, you know, Moon in Sag is optimistic, makes things happen. Okay, wants to go, wants to explore. At least Sun is in Libra, kind of makes a sextile, supportive. But then the first quarter square comes, and before that happens, Venus comes into Libra. And now on Thursday, I think with the Moon in Sag, then also, it's kind of like a break, kind of like, okay, you know, there's some beauty that we see, that we value, we want to relate, we want to talk, we want to bring balance. Instead of the Venus in Virgo that was all about like getting to the detail and making it perfect, now Venus in Libra is like, okay, you know what, maybe we should chill a bit. There's still that Venus in Virgo new moon energy that is there, gonna be in the background, but Venus in Libra is just able to, okay, you know, maybe I was wrong about this, maybe I was wrong about that. You know, and the Moon in Sag makes it like, okay, you know what, we can see something on the horizon. It is going to be optimistic, so we're going to feel a little bit more optimistic here. But then the you know, the first quarter square comes, the day Mercury's going to go direct, opposing Neptune. You know, Mercury comes direct, and it's like, okay, woof, no more Mercury retrograde energy, but opposing Neptune, that's freaking retrograde energy, because we're confused. It's opposing Neptune, so we kind of have to see the whole mirage, the whole, you know, illusion that we've told ourselves about what this reality is, and we don't really know, and it is confusing, and we're confused, but then we become very clear about what we want. Then again, we don't. You know, it's like Mercury opposing Neptune is blinded. And then, you know, with that first quarter square, the Moon in Capricorn, now we have to get serious. We have to get serious about our relationship. We've, you know, that new Moon in Libra was about, okay, let's purify. Let's just establish a new normal. What's the past? What's the future? Where I'm holding on to? What is, you know, what is truth? for me, what is truly beautiful. And you know, that first quarter square, it's like, let's grow up, let's make things happen. Okay, let's get practical on this plan of the new normal, of, you know, finding balance, finding harmony, all those things. So yeah, it's quite serious. We have to make this happen. And it is a crisis in action, so we're just scared of what could be the consequences. It is a seed that has to come through, that has to, and we have to water it, we have to make it happen. You know, it is hard, it is the process that is, you know, serious and mature, and you know, but at least we're building up towards a full moon in Aries, which is going to be very aggressive. Anyway, the positive thing is that Venus is in Libra, right? And that we can chill a bit, see the beauty, relate, have some, you know, dinner together, smoothen things out, use that moon in Sagittarian energy while it lasts, and then, you know, discuss, and it's like, okay, what could be a solution, and make it solid with the first quarter square on Sunday, with Mercury direct opposing Neptune. You know, let's stop these illusions. Let's stop, you know, fighting for something that is not real. All right. Let me know in the comments how that hits home. What is your favorite day of the week? And see you next week. Much love. Bye-bye.